Welcome to the Musar video blog. Okay, we're in that time of year. Again, we've spoken about this. The period of time that is multifaceted. But one of the things that the Talmud tells us that in this time frame right now between Pesach and Shavuos, the students of Rabbi Akiva died. And the Talmud tells us that the reason that they died in this plague is it was divine punishment because they did not give proper respect to each other. That's something that needs to be studied, exactly what transpired back then, what they did wrong, why were they held so accountable for their actions. But for us, it's a worthwhile message that we should, during this time, the whole year of course, but more so this time than other times, to focus on giving honor to each other. And I was thinking about this subject, and one of the important ingredients to help a person do this is if you have a model. If you actually see someone else or other people who conduct themselves with respect towards each other, it's good to have that image in your mind. So I was very privileged this past week to experience something that I thought was very, very significant, noteworthy, and made a real impression on me. I was in a certain place, and there was a wealthy man there, and he was actually studying Torah. And when he studies Torah, he has his time slot, and he doesn't really want to be disturbed because he's studying Torah now, and that's what he is focused on. But when he finishes, let's say 12 o'clock, he leaves that room, and he goes downstairs, and people know that at that time, you can approach him. And there was a lot of people, poor people, people that were raising money for important institutions, that do all kinds of wonderful things on behalf of the Jewish people. And I would say there was about 25 people there. And they were all lining up to speak to him. And he was giving out money. But what really impressed is that he sat and listened to each person. He looked the person in the eye, and you could see that he was really paying attention to what that man was speaking about. And he was asking questions, and they were getting response, and he was smiling and also giving encouragement. And I'm thinking to myself, well, would I be able to do that? I mean, 25 people, and this wasn't just one day. This goes on 5 days a week, most of the year. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if I can handle that. I might reach a point where I say, enough, leave me alone. I'm a wealthy guy, you know what? I'm going to hire someone. Let him take care of my charity work. You want to get charity? No problem, I'll give you the money. Just speak to him. He'll take care of the whole thing. But he's been doing this for years, day after day after day. People come to him about all kinds of things, and instead of responding like, okay, I know the story, I've heard this many times before, or whatever, okay, just get to the point. No, none of the above. He sits there and with consideration and care and compassion and empathy, listens to what everyone says, pays attention to them. And I thought this was a wonderful example of truly giving honor to someone else. Just acknowledging that the other person is a person and has something to say and is worth listening to. That's something that I could really take to heart, and we could all take to heart. So if there's someone out there that you can say, that person really pays attention, that person really gives honor to the other person, and have that image in our mind, and try to do it ourselves, emulate that, it would be a fantastic thing, especially this time of year. It would bring us closer to others and bring us closer to God. See you next time.